Hi, this is Chris Rumpel from thelazymarketer.com. I want to take a quick moment today and debunk one of the biggest myths about building an opt-in list that's ever been told. I'm going to show you through a very powerful example. So let's go to the business-to-business category on the ClickBank Marketplace. And as you can see, the number one product there is called the Ultimate Search Engine Loophole. Let's also go to the Marketing and Ads category. And once again, that's in the number one spot is the Ultimate Search Engine Loophole. This product, which I'm pulling up right now, the sales page for, is a joint venture between myself and Dave Kelly. Dave Kelly is one of the pioneers of SEO. And just to verify that, there I am, Chris Rumpel, thelazymarketer.com. The product, in a nutshell, is a blueprint for actually exploiting MSN legally and through white hat means. But you can actually manipulate the search engine to generate incredible rankings for you through a specific method. Anyway, right now we are beating out Commission Blueprint by Tim Godfrey, Get More Buyers by Michael Rasmussen, Blogging to the Bank by Rob Benwell, and a bunch of others. You know, The Rich Jerk is down there at the bottom in spot number 10. Anyone who is a publisher on ClickBank might have a good idea of how many sales it takes to get a number one spot, especially in one of the more saturated and competitive niches and categories. So needless to say, this launch has completely blown past our expectations, even our wildest expectations. But you know, and it's you win some and you lose some, right? So this one absolutely blew up. Let's talk about why. A lot of you are going to say, well, you probably recruited just a ton of big partners and JVs and all that stuff. Not really. Not really. In fact, let's take a look at the inner workings, the inside scoop on our account. This is a screenshot from our affiliate statistics, and the product has only been live on ClickBank for about 5 days. Went live on the 4th, and it's now the 9th. Well, I guess it's actually the 10th right now. But this shows you how many visitors our affiliates sent and how many sales they generated. This is just a small snapshot. There's actually, if I were on the live page, I could scroll down for quite a ways. Anyway, I've got two blocks that are highlighted. As you can see, one affiliate sent 203 visitors and generated 19 sales. Another affiliate sent 1,633 visitors and only generated 15 sales. These are both from promotions to an opt-in email list. And this guy almost got a 10% conversion rate. And this guy didn't even get a 1% conversion rate. Now, typically, we can reasonably estimate that the amount of visitors that someone can send is about 10% of what their subscriber base would be in terms of subscribers in their list. So for someone to be able to send 203 visitors, most likely they have a list around the 2,000 to 3,000 mark. For someone to be able to send 1,600 visitors, again, this is just generalizing, but you know, somewhere around the 10 to 16,000 plus mark for sure. This just goes to show you that when it comes down to brass tacks and actually making money, list size doesn't really matter. What matters is your relationship to your list. And you can see that in other figures here too. I mean, our top affiliate sent about the same amount of traffic as this guy, and he outsold him by 3 times. You know, it's concurrent, and you'll see it all the time. You'll see if you are on the other end of the cycle here, and if you're the merchant and you got people promoting you, especially if it's in the internet marketing niche, you'll see that some of the biggest names with the biggest lists sometimes produce the worst results. And you'll see sometimes on the flip side, you'll see guys that are just emerging and they have lists that are just sort of untouched, that aren't saturated with cross promos and obligations to other marketers and other mailouts and all that stuff. You know what? They produce incredible results because the list actually trusts them. But like I said, I didn't recruit all these guys, or hardly any of them. You know, we had a couple handful of dudes that had agreed to send out mailings when we first launched. The majority of sales, though, and the majority of exposure came from my list. Now, you're probably thinking, well, Chris, you know, you're sort of one of those, you know, guru guys now in affiliate marketing, and you probably have a big list. Well, first of all, no, I'm basically a small timer, and second, that's what I'm working with. That is the total of all my internet marketing lists, and I counted that up tonight. I have lists in various other markets as well, but in internet marketing, that's what I'm working with. And at least 1,500 of those are cross-subscribed. So that means that my unique subscriber count is probably around 7 to 8,000 people. Not big by anyone's standards. That's a freaking joke. Um, and yet, how is it that we can be, you know, generating top rankings on ClickBank in the toughest or one of the toughest markets? You know, it comes down to relationship and treating your list with respect. My latest VIP report's coming out in a couple days. It goes through basically what I've learned about list building and how to make it work for you and how to generate the maximum amount of profit as easily as possible. You know, uh, that example back there in our screenshot with the guy who sent 200 visitors and generated 20 sales. You could build a list of 2 or 3,000 people that respected you and would respond to you like that in a month or two using even stuff like article marketing or Squidoo or any of that stuff. You know, 2 or 3,000 people, that's nothing. That's not a lot of traffic, and that's not a lot of subscribers. So stay tuned for this one. This is pretty important stuff. All right, we'll talk to you soon.